Hello everyone, this is Echo Spider here. I wanted to make a video kind of demonstrating some of the things I've started working on for the project. And so just to emphasize, this is not really a, this isn't really even a build, right? I'm still currently working on most of the assets for the game, but I have created some things like the main menu, a very niche camera system, and kind of some small interactable elements. So I wanted to show you it here. So starting with the main menu, I'm going to press play and it's going to load up the main menu that I currently have. So as you can see, it's a pretty generic main menu, but it's just something that I wanted to kind of create to just kind of get out of the way. This is kind of the basic concept of pretty, like I said, generic main menu, right? You have a new game button, right? It'll ask and prompt you for a new game. Press no, load game, same thing. If you don't have a load game state, it will tell you no save game found. And then I have a functional options button. Because I'm not running this in a build version, none of these settings will actually properly show any like they won't actually display any differences, but as you can see, if I were to change the brightness scale here, you're gonna see this square in the bottom left, which is saying that it's detecting it's detecting that there has been something applied, right? So there is it is obviously being applied, and you know, if I did have the build version, it would apply it. And I did test it with the build version. The reason I'm not demonstrating it here is because there's a few kinks with the build version that I'm not really happy with. When it comes to those kinks, it's just mostly that there's some dependencies I need to work out with some of the scenes. I'm I don't think anyone would really understand what I mean by that, unless you have some knowledge and development. But I have some dependencies that unfortunately would not allow the game to run certain scenes properly. So once I fix that, then I will post a probably like an alpha build version of the game. But in this current state, it's just mostly like playing around with assets and kind of visualizing how I want the scenes to play out. And then, like I said, once I get that, we can kind of go a little more deeper. But like I said, I have a resolution scale here. I have a quality scale and a full screen button. And again, with that will actually apply. I also have a reset to default, which will reset to my default options, which I will change obviously for the actual final build. But that was the graphic settings. I have a sound settings with a simple volume bar. Currently I have it set to the default to 1, but I can have it set to anything. Could have it 50%. So if I can, like I said, if I press apply and I were to go back, it will keep the save value, right? So not too bad there. Gameplay, same thing. I have a controller sensitivity scale here. I haven't fully implemented controls for a controller yet, but when I do get there, if I do get there, because currently this is just kind of keyboard and mouse, but I will probably consider putting a controller input in here. I have that. I have an invert Y button, which the reason it was ticked and not unticked is because I had applied it earlier, so it saved my configuration. But like I said, apply, reset to default, it'll reset it, right? I currently don't have a controls menu because I haven't actually implemented any button presses yet. But when I do, obviously that will be functional. So those are kind of the individual menus of the screen. I obviously have an exit button, and it would exit if it was in the build version. Again, this isn't the build version, so it won't work. However, if I press a new game and I press yes, it will actually load into the next scene, which is exploration scene 1. So here I have an interactable item, which if I click it here will create a sound for me picking up. Yep, there you go. And I also have a door here that will lead from one room to another. So when I click it here, it will lead me to the next room like that. And when I click back, it'll take me back. And this other door is to take me to another scene, which we won't click on that right now. But if I click on here, I can show you our basic dialogue system. As you can see, it's nothing too crazy or too fancy, but it's something. It'll show multiple sprites on scene with different characters, and it'll also have text flowing. And if I click on it again, I can actually make it go faster. As you can see there, boom. And do it again, yep, and make it go really fast, yep. And I also wanted to show our basic inventory or inventory menu / pause menu here. So as you can see here, yep, there it is. If I click here on my inventory, you will see some placeholder. Why am I pausing? See some placeholder items here. As you can see, it's a very basic menu with some basic UI elements. We have a test item 1, which is the great phone, with a picture here, names of the items, and then a small description. Again, nothing too crazy, just some basic stuff. And if I click here on the second one, carton of milk, the picture is still the same because I didn't set it to a different picture, but I will fix that when I get around to it. But I have other items here like a bloody knife and a note. And if I click on the bloody knife, it will basically be the same thing, but the note here, boom, has a different thing. And again, a different description. We have a characters menu, no characters, you can see, and a notes menu with no characters, you can see, yep. And all these buttons work, as you can see, fully functioning menu, just bare bones. So we're gonna go here to the other scene here, and yeah, so this is kind of like a test scene, nothing too crazy to see here, just kind of a transitionary area for one scene to another. And then this will lead to the next scene.
I smell a stew.
So as you can see here, we have our courtroom system, or the kind of basic idea for one. As you can see, nothing too crazy. We have floating text here, different characters being shown, and a evidence menu here in the kind of center left of the screen. As you can see, there is some text that is a different color. And so that is supposed to be kind of like the truth statement that you can shoot. As well as in the top right, you will notice we have a timer that's ticking down, which is supposed to show the courtroom time, or the max amount of courtroom time.
Time to get to work.
Unfortunately, my mouse is not being.
She's so cruel.
I have no way to click with my mouse here because I believe there's some kind of error with the script, so I can't click the truth statement with the right evidence. But if I were to, it would trigger a debug message that would say that I successfully passed it. So
she's so cruel sometimes.
Unfortunately, that that kind of sucks, but it's something that I'm working out. I have some kinks in the project, but when I get around to them, then I can fix small little issues like that.
It doesn't matter where.
Not too much more to review on this section. So I'm just gonna pause it and forcefully move into the next scene. And so here we go. Cool. We have an alternate camera system here that is kind of a panning camera here that shows a more like scenic view of the characters, and it's supposed to be kind of a more involved camera. As you can see, it's panning around, kind of showing a more detailed look at the characters, kind of zooming in, zooming out, circling around, panning up and down, stuff like that. It's just supposed to show those kind of important scenes and kind of just show the importance of those characters, right? And show their emotions, their certain details as well. So that's kind of what the system is here for. As you can see, it's it has placeholder text because it's a separate system from the system you just saw where it was just transitioning to each. So that's something that I have to work out. Yep, as you can see here, it's could be better, but I'm working on it. Like I said, just kind of a proof of concept here. This was developed by a different person, so I have to kind of work it out. And here you can see that before the script had broke, this was supposed to be kind of our split camera system, which was kind of supposed to take up the idea of kind of a, I guess, multi-panic debate style camera, right? Where it was supposed to show like multiple people on screen. What was supposed to do is on the right, it was supposed to transition between two different characters, and on the left was supposed to have one static character with there's two different camera systems here in play, but unfortunately neither of them work right now because the script is broken. And as you can see, again, the placeholder text is there to kind of indicate that obviously something is not right. But this is more of, like I said, a proof of concept. I'll figure out how to fix this, and once I do, then I can show kind of that updated camera. But for now, this is kind of all I got. Yeah, it's a really cool design. I really like it, and like I said, if it was working, it would have each character in a different area, or show them, show a different character on the right. But fortunately, that is not the case. So we will go to the next area. Yep, and so this is the last scene of the development build, I guess you could say, or the assets. And so this is supposed to be the dolly camera system, which is just supposed to show kind of those room exploration areas, like single room exploration, kind of like the point and click sections for Danganronpa or Ace Attorney, where you're supposed to kind of investigate the room and find all the evidence or interact with characters. This is kind of supposed to demonstrate that that system in play here. Again, this is very bare bones because I don't have any actual clickable elements in the project, but it's just supposed to be a test to see how I guess movement could be done in a controlled manner, right? And like I said, to kind of demonstrate what a play area would look like for that. So that's really what this is here. Nothing too crazy, nothing too fancy, just like I said, very basic kind of bare bones elements here, but it's something to kind of play around with, and it's something that helps me get an idea of how I should develop these systems. And so that's really everything I wanted to show. There's not really too much more to discuss on the development build here, but I just wanted to say thank you to everyone who is watching this video. I really appreciate it because this has been kind of a long time coming. Working on this project has been quite an interesting ride, but I still have faith for the project. I'm still very dedicated to the project, and I really want to see it succeed. So I just want to say to everyone that's watching this, thank you very much. And I really appreciate you because you took your time out of your day to really check out this video. So I think that's awesome. And I also want to say I'm very proud of my team. I think we're doing great things, and I think we'll definitely get on track here. And anyone that's watching this, I would deeply appreciate if you could spread it around and share it with others. We're kind of needing some new staff members, so if we can get that kind of help to get some new members, that'd be really appreciated, so we can be able to provide more for the project. So yeah, and feel free to join the Discord if you're not. If if this was shared on a different platform, feel free to join our Discord. And I guess I'll just end it off with thank you again, and goodbye.